So can I tell y'all one of the best feelings in this world is when we have someone young in here and we get a chance to spotlight their talent and share it with the world, man. I get so many big ups when he's like, man, who's that youngin' you had on? Man, like, that youngin' was cold. And so really, really, really excited about having this one right here that you see on live. Those of you that's in tune with Fusion Radio with Brian and Keith, man, you know that today is the This Is Life Chicago Takeover. We spent about a good 20 minutes getting into the organization, so if you missed that, definitely tap into the link in our bio, Fusion Radio 08, and you can check out the executive director, Natalie Manning, who helped us to a lot of great things that they're doing for the youth, man. And one of them was back in June. It was the Talent and Resource Expo, where this hour is going to be spent spotlighting the talent from that event back in June. So I'm going to have my brother, Keith, introduce our next guest to you, man. And, man, like, really super excited about spinning her music and getting all up in her business.
So, like I said, man, we got a lot of great, amazing young artists in the building today. So, first young artist we got today is the young lady, Tuttie. How you doing today, Tuttie?
I'm good.
So, first off, Tuttie, I want to ask you, how old are you, Tuttie?
I'm 17.
17. So, you 17. So, for how long have you been making music, Tuttie?
I started when I was 9, so it's definitely been a while.
So you started off at 9. So, like, how did it start off, though, in the beginning? Like, was you singing songs with your mom and dad, or, like, how did you start off your music career?
I mean, honestly, it kind of started off as a joke. I don't know. I was young. I was on my iPad. I was on YouTube. A beat came up, and I just kind of started rhyming words and stuff like that. But as I got older, I kind of stuck with it because it was something I liked doing. And I felt like I was good at it, and it felt good having something that not only that I thought I was good at, but other people did too.
Okay. So, like, talk to me, because I know as an artist, because I'm an artist myself, you feel me? So I love to make music. So as an artist, talk to me about your creative process, though. Like, how do you go about writing your songs and putting your music together?
I usually just kind of think about a topic or maybe a word, and I just surround the song around that itself. Yeah, I mean, that's really it. Or maybe sometimes, like, I'll just be doing something and something will pop into my head, and I'll be like, oh, like, let me write that down, or let me expand more on that.
Okay. So, if I'm a person that's just hearing your music for the first time, what should I expect in your opinion?
You should definitely, I think you should expect to hear, you should definitely expect a kind of mainstream music vibe. It's kind of like, I guess what you would hear that's kind of out here today, but it's more of it talks about, I guess you can say, better topics. Like, I try not to curse in any of my songs. I try not to talk about certain things because I don't think it's necessary. I think you can produce music in a way that's in a positive light. So you can definitely expect to hear a little bit of everything, but nothing negative like that.
Okay, that's what I like. Positive vibes. That's what I'm talking about. Positive vibes. That's what we pushing. You feel me? In the 2024 going into 2025, we pushing positive vibes, man. So I know the people that's looking at you on live and the people that's hearing you on the radio, I know they thinking like, man, so when we gonna get a chance to hear some other good music? So we got 2 songs from you here today, you feel me? So the first song we got from you today is called Bounce Back, featuring Spenzo, and then the other song we got is called Plenty More. So we're gonna let you pick which one you wanna hear first.
You can start off with Bounce Back.
Bounce Back. So, okay. So before we get into Bounce Back, just take us back a little bit, you feel me? So talk to us about the creative process as far as putting Bounce Back together, and then also talk to us about, you feel me, it's a feature on here, so you got your boy Spins on here, so talk to me a little bit about how did that go about and how you ended up putting that together.
So actually, shout out to DJ Nathis. He had reposted one of my videos. I think it was actually for the song Plenty More, and I guess Spenzo had saw it, and he reached out to my team, and he offered me a feature and everything like that. So when he reached out, I was definitely excited. Instantly went and picked out a beat, and he did his verse and everything, and it just came together really nice.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So shout out Spenzo, man. So this, I done heard it before, but it's always better when you hear it in these headphones and you hear it live in the studio. So we finna go ahead, turn on one time and listen to this Tuttie Bounce Back featuring Spenzo. We'll be right back on Fusion Radio with Brian and Keith. Okay, so you came with some pressure out the gate, though. That's what I'm talking about. Pressure, though, like, and when I say pressure, I mean like real bars. You feel me? Because a lot of people be doing their thing. Like, I ain't doing no shade or nothing, but a lot of people don't be coming with no real bars, though. So I appreciate that you came in with some real bars this morning. You feel me? So even that whole style and that passion, because that sound, I could hear the passion in them bars. You feel me? So like, where does that passion come from for you, though?
I think it just comes from, like, I have to say, like, as a person, like, outside of, like, rapping and stuff like that, I'm not a very, like, out there type of person. I'm very introverted. I kind of stay to myself. I don't really like talking to people. So when I get in the studio and I get to rap, it's like a whole different person kind of takes over me. Like, it's like I'm doing something. I know the lyrics. I wrote them myself. I'm proud of it, so I'm going to do it right, and I'm going to do it with a certain kind of voice just because I know.
Hey, you know what's so crazy about how you broke that down? Because that's exactly how I felt when I listened to it. I'm like, okay. It's like it gave me a whole different, I'm like, I don't know. It's like, you know how you would judge a book by its cover? It wasn't like I judged you based off how you look or nothing like that. It's just I wouldn't have thought you would have came with that type of, because it's a certain type of voice. You feel me? I don't think a lot of people understand that as artists. Like, it's a certain type of voice certain artists have as far as when they rap. And you came and you was rapping like somebody that's been rapping in the game 20 years, you feel me? Like you said, it's your lyrics, you know 'em, and you came, you sounded like you was confident, like you knew what you wanted to say and how you wanted to say it. So that's what's up, though. So talk to me a little bit about, like, how the studio vibes gotta be for you. Like, when you in there creating and being as creative you could be, like, what has to be there? Like, what has to be in the room? Like, what type of mood you gotta be in? Or, like, what has to be there for you to make the best music possible?
I think all I ask is that, you know, whoever is in the room is quiet. I don't like too much noise or anything going on. And, like, personally for myself, that, like, I'm just in a good mood. Like, I'm ready to do this, and that I feel good about what I'm producing. Like, I'm not just going in there and trying to make any type of song. Like, no, I spent time on the lyrics. Like, we gonna make sure it's right. I think that's all that I ask. I'm not too picky about anything really.
Okay. And so with you making music throughout your teenage years and stuff like that, at the same time, you still I won't say a kid, but you get what I'm saying? Like, you going into it, but you still a kid, though, at the same time. And you going through school and stuff like that. So, like, how do you necessarily navigate that, though? Because, like, when I was making music, well, I started making music when I was in school, but it was different, though. Like, I wasn't really out there, but you already at a certain level in your career. So I know a lot of people that you go to school know you make music and stuff like that. So how do you necessarily move through that, though, and still stay focused, though, at the same time?
Well, I think back when I was like middle school and my early high school years, it wasn't really difficult. It'd be just like I stick to doing my work and stuff like on weekdays, and on the weekends I kind of write and stuff like that. But like the last few months, it hasn't really been hard because I was in my senior year, but I graduated early, so I had the last semester off, so it was definitely easier. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it wasn't that hard to juggle, like keeping up with grades and stuff like that and doing what I wanted to, because I wasn't like I said before, I'm kind of introverted, so I really didn't have that many friends in high school anyway. Like, I was not worried about anybody. I did not like eating in the lunchroom. Like, I tried to stay away from people for real. So, yeah, I ain't had no distractions. It was pretty easy.
But the coldest part of what you said, though, is that you graduated early and you had a year off, though. Like, you said it's so cool and, like, you slid past that, though. But I peeped that. I'm like, hold on, that's not just something that should be taken lightly. You get what I'm saying? Like, that you was even smart enough to do that, though. Like, that's amazing, though. That should be, that we gonna celebrate that, too, though. Like, that's amazing right there. Like, a lot of people can't do that. Like, for sure, a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't even handle the 4 years and just knock that out. So for you to be able to get past and not have to do it, yeah, that's amazing, though. So that's what's up, man. So, like I said, we got this other song from you, though. You feel me? And just based off the reputation, you like the bar you said with that first song, I'm definitely thirsty to hear this other song. So it's called Plenty More. So just give us a little breakdown about Plenty More before we get into it.
So Plenty More kind of came about, like, when I heard the beat, it just, like, in my head, I was like, this, like, definitely type of, like, beat or song I could hear on the radio or something like that. So, like, when I'm making songs, I try to, like, do, like, songs, like, I know that people would like to hear on the radio, and songs that even if people don't listen to it, I don't care because I like it and I know that it's good, kind of give a little bit of everything. And I feel like this was one of those songs, and, like, the title and stuff, Plenty More, like, plenty. Like, I'm going to always have plenty to give. I'm going to always keep doing this. Like, it's never going to run out. It's always going to be plenty more where they came from. So, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I ain't going to lie. This was definitely a great interview. Definitely a great interview. You definitely came with the vibes. Definitely came with the bars. That's what I like. I like when people come in with a certain type of confidence, come in with that music, you feel me? And you ain't got to pop it, but you feel me? Pop it a little bit. Talk your stuff, you feel me? That's what I'm talking about. So, we finna go ahead and get into this Plenty More. Matter of fact, hold on. Before we transition, you definitely got to get a peep of your social media so they can tune into your movement and listen to some of that good music.
Oh, yeah. It's at No IG Tuttie on all socials. NOIGTUTTIE on everything.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So we finna get into this Tuttie Plenty More, and then we finna take this little break, and then we finna transition to one of these other great, amazing young artists. So this is Fusion Radio with Brian and Keith.
Where you came from, I've been the realest. I put that on everything. I held it down for the same ones. They be the main ones, never hoping just to gain some. Take a couple L's, dust it all off, cause the people who know ain't gon' shame nothing. I'm the type to why I never say never. Life getting harder, you feeling the pressure. Just cause you going through it too, don't make my problems lesser, it's a break in the feather. Trials and tribulations, don't pick and choose, like let's be for real, it apply to never. People go apart, connection gon' sever. I guess that we came off this path together, come on. All these grudges, I can't even handle holding on. Put up that wall like thick about all of the hate that you haul, it's time to move on. Make a mistake, please don't be mistaken, regardless of intention, they gon' take it wrong. I don't say nothing, it come off as weak, but you saying too much and it come off as strong. So I don't say nothing, no I don't say nothing. Move like a whole silent killer, I get to spitting, then I go bang some. I don't say nothing, no I don't say nothing. My talent will speak for itself, I'm just getting started, this here only phase one. I had to step up, stop being delusional. Who wanted told that we could be equals? We ain't got nothing in common. Sick of my folks, I know for a fact in my family. Really, I've been getting better. Flow be too heavily, said it ain't here in cathedrals. Talking about that, that's cap. You just can't hear it, cause you ain't been nothing but bunch of snakes. Where they came from, please don't forget where you came from. I've been the realest, I put that on everything. I held it down for the same ones. They be the main ones, never hoping just to gain some. Take a couple L's, dust it all off, cause the people who know it gon' shame nothing. Plenty more where they came from, please don't forget where you came from. I've been the realest, I put that on everything. I held it down for the same ones. They be the main ones, never hoping just to gain some. Take a couple L's, dust it all off, cause the people who know ain't gon' shame nothing. People who know ain't gon' shame none. Tell me one thing, you can't name one. Really do give my all, it is what it is, so why can I blame none? They ain't get nothing, they feeding on other success, just hoping to stain some. But I thought I told them.